it's kind of a nice story, but my daughter got a job at a university, and one of the things they want to do is have this thing like a healthcare initiative. And she asked me to help out. And what I did is and I think it'll help, is I talked to her about this concept I use called bounce. Now, I got bounce from Peter Wilkins. He's the defense coach for Connacht Rugby. When I work with the American military, we use the word resilience a lot. And of course, if you read the work of Nassim Taleb, you get the word anti-fragile. Even though there might be nuanced differences, basically we're all talking about the same thing. Listen, folks, things are going to happen in life. Lots good and some bad. And our job is to kind of prepare ourselves in really every way possible to be able to bounce off of those issues. When it comes to the area of finance, I always tell people, you really need an emergency fund, money that's not credit cards, but actual cash or any kind of reserve that's easy for you to get to fix the minor nightmares of life. Like not long ago, I found out I need 4 new tires on my wife's car. No problem, I had the money. Water heater. Years ago on December 24th, our water heater went out, and it was right next to our Christmas presents. So we lost a lot that day. But the idea I'm trying to get across in every aspect of your life, be it finance, friends, whatever it takes to talk about, you need to be able to bounce off of things. And one of the things about my world of performance and longevity and fitness is things happen in life. Like literally, you might slip and hit the ground. Well, sometimes you can prevent it and sometimes you can't. But we've got to get ourselves ready to bounce back up. That's why I'm such a big believer in what we talked about earlier, level training. That's where you go from maybe a squatting movement to a prowler to a push-up, and you change levels every time. Boom, boom, boom. Today's workout this morning, we did 3 level workouts. Very simple. Hip thrust, straddle deadlift, followed by goblet squat. And it might not look like level changes, but on the hip thrust, you got to get off the ground, you get back up, you change levels. You get the point. And one of the things I try to get across to people, and that's why I emphasize things like something as simple as flossing so much. If you can keep ahead of the dental problems in life, that's going to keep your teeth healthy. Healthy teeth lead to better digestion, which would be better elimination. Your cardiovascular system will be better because you're not going to have those minor infections all the time. And some things like flossing daily or twice daily is going to keep you, it's like wearing a seatbelt every day. Nothing very sexy or exciting is going to happen, but it's going to prevent those really bad things that can happen if you don't do it. But there's another aspect of balance, and that is accepting the fact that bad things will happen, and you've got to prepare yourself for that climb back up. And that's why I emphasize when people my age, the importance of doing things like standing on one foot, doing speed skater drills where you get used to putting your weight on one side or the other. Just doing a variety of simple things, like I have this little drill where I stand on one foot, and on the foot that's up, I tap certain areas on a box. What we're trying to do there is build balance, sure, but we're also trying to give ourselves just a little extra wiggle room in case something bad happens. Now, we also know this, that if I do hit the ground, I've got to have a system that can handle the problems with hitting the ground. So when as a child, I took judo and I learned how to fall. Learning how to fall is a good thing, but it's also important to have enough hypertrophy, lean body mass, and mobility, free movement of joints around, that if I do fall on the ground and injure something, the rest of my body can rally up and deal, be resilient, be anti-fragile enough to deal with the issue. So that's something I'm going to try to teach the people in this group is bad things are going to happen. And part of our job when good things are going on is to prepare ourselves for those occasional bad things that happen in life. I hope that's helpful, and we'll have more on this in the upcoming episodes.